Okay, hello, I'm Jeff Bullens and we're back with a pretty interesting game, I'd say. I've been recommended this quite a few times, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I've heard that there's another part, the previous one that was released many years ago, but I've never played it, never seen it, never heard of it, and this is the first one. He did ask me if I've ever played the previous game when I launched it for the first time. I haven't. He even asked me to enter the time that it is right now, and it's 5:17 p.m. So let's see how it goes. I've heard that it's kind of a confusing game or something. The end is never the end, is never the end, is loading never. Nice.
This
Click
is
to
the
skip.
story of a man
I'm
named
Stanley.
Stanley.
Ooh, nice voice. Ooh, that's nice.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
420 would be better.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk
It's so
in room
empty
427
and
and he pushed
depressing.
buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Press
This is
escape when
what
given for
employee
35 minutes.
427 did every day of every month of every year.
Imagine holding down the escape button for 35 minutes.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Wow, that's so depressing. Wow.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Okay.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley
Let's
found
see
himself
what
unable
kind
to
of
move
game
for the
this
longest
is.
time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and
Oh,
stepped out of his office.
I do get to move around. Oh, that's so cool. I thought this would be like click and do stuff. Wow, I actually get to move around. Okay. So, okay, E is the interaction button. Clicking is an option too.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Go to the meeting room. Wait before
No
I
matter
go
how
there.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I like the narrated stuff. Damn. Can I like close the door just in case? No windows. So I guess there's nothing really. I just said that interaction button sounds like the keyboard clicking. Listen to it. Wow, nice. Meeting room, please. I guess that's the I saw the open door in that window. I don't think we came
When
from
Stanley
there.
came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Choices. He entered the door to. He said left, right? I wasn't listening. Okay, so I have to listen to the narrator.
Yet there
Okay.
was not a single person here either.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Targets push for funding for RD. Get Chris out of the bathroom. Broom close it. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are to synergize. 5 paper guys. Hire someone to fire the paper. My desk. Please keep the targets on the topic of not cost efficient. Standardize graphs. Something. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now, tomorrow complete something. Okay, I'm too lazy to read that. Read it yourself. Number of slides on this slide rated which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increasing graphs per slide. Okay, that's funny. Please no more charts. Okay, the boss appreciation menu. Boss appreciation menu. Okay. Top 10 things now. Fill out the. Okay, I was trying to read it out quickly. solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined to conflict, what are your dreams to the future? Nature, success, transcend something, something. Okay. What do people want? Things. Fair enough. Be quarterly. Tips for. Okay, that's enough. Broom closet. Oh, okay, so get who out of the broom closet? Will I get locked in if I go?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay, fair enough. And he
Coming to a
went.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
What if I go
office.
downstairs and not follow narrators?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
Something tip.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
Fair
And as
enough.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever
Okay.
he went?
That's
And for
cool.
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Okay.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He
Car is
just
gone.
hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a
here's the car
relief
now.
Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Is that the exit?
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Nice. Oh wow. Oh
Then
wow.
he imagined
Oh,
himself
wow.
soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all.
I'm not floating anymore.
One he was amazed
Hey,
he
he
hadn't
did
asked himself
himself
sooner.
sooner.
Why
Is
is
there
there
a voice in my head
dictating
dictating everything that I'm doing and I'm thinking?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
This game is so
strange.
strange.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing
Me
me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Would this happen if I went
Was
upstairs?
Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Ah,
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
nice.
the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
He opened his
I'm
eyes.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the
I
buttons.
can still walk around.
Please. It's all I want.
Or was
I
it
want my apartment and my
sound?
wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
It's making sounds when I
My life
move
is
around.
normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
That's nice. Yep, I'm still here. So I was walking around because I was standing there and...
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me
Oh
I am
wow.
real. I
Oh
must
wow.
be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Now I can't move around.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she
Stanley.
would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of
I'm
her
so
would affect
confused,
her
to be honest. I
career,
don't
and
even
by
know what to
extension,
say.
the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, the hell? I thought the game... I mean, I probably... Oh, so I was supposed to follow the orders or something?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh,
What could it
okay,
be?
okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So that's all because I kind of didn't follow the orders and...
When
What if
Stanley
I
came to a set of 2 open doors,
go to
this
the
was
right
not the
door?
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Will I die here too?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I really want to go there. Other choices.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Okay.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
I was pretty
Stanley
sure
leapt from
that
the platform
some
and
kind of barrier
plunged
would
to his
stop me.
death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I didn't mean to do that.
All
I
of his
really thought
co-workers
something
were
would stop
gone.
me, but
What could it mean?
let's go there
Stanley
again
decided
once
to go
more,
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
and
simply missed
then
the memo.
we'll see how it goes. Starting over from the very beginning is a little
When Stanley
confusing.
came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
What will
just to
happen if
admire
I
it.
follow the right
Why,
choices till the end?
yes,
I don't want to
this
do that
room.
as the
What,
very first
eager to
thing.
get back to business, Stanley took
I'll
the
do
first
everything
open door on
besides
his
that
left.
at first. No. Let's do everything
Stanley was so bad at
that's
following directions, it's
possible
incredible
to
he
do
wasn't fired
to
years
annoy
ago.
this guy. Hello.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced
Danger
that I want
everywhere.
something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
No, that's suspicious.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Shall we? No, next time. Oh no. Oh no, not the car thing again. Please, not that. Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm colorblind. That's the red.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah, that's nice. Red door, that's the red
All
one.
right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Oh,
Well,
I'm
don't
enjoying
let
this
me
game
stop
so
you.
much.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this
It's
what you
nice.
had wanted?
Textures.
Was it worth ruining the entire
Yes.
story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
This is a
And in
huge
the end, it
room.
was all for nothing. Because this
I
is what you
wonder
wanted to see.
how much time
Help
does
me here,
a room
Stanley.
like
Help
this take
elucidate
to
these
build?
strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this
This
game
lightning
better?
thing
What did you
is
want
probably
to
done
see?
with the Unity app.
Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me.
Vehicle
You've
would be
given me
cool.
absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, that looks like Shrek's bathroom. But I'll go there.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
Ooh.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yes,
Feel
I
free to be
love the
honest.
game.
I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha!
Nice.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know
I
the
enjoy
game
this really
needed a third
really.
door? Well, it's instinct mostly.
I couldn't
a
find the
calling
right
in your
adjective, but
gut. I really
this
couldn't
game
say
is
where the
thumbs up.
idea came from, except that
I love
I
it.
felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Leaderboard? The hell? Good old Neil is offline. 2 seconds? You mean he completed the game in 2 seconds? Skip the intro sequence. Oh, the walls 3% trust the blue door. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable. Nice. So what do I do now? What's here?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Sure.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
I guess behind me.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In
Oh.
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the
I'll
button
let
to
him.
move him back to the right.
Nah.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very
Go.
meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly
Where am I?
confronting the demands of family
No
life.
idea,
I
man.
think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Now you're gonna burn.
You heartless bastard.
I knew
Did
that.
you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
A little bit
Because
of
if
both.
it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the
That was a
experience
joke.
for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely
Let me play
valuable.
again.
Oh, hey, since
I
my game is
promise.
so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, this will take many hours. Especially if I play like that. Oh, is this the
Ah,
Firewatch?
fascinating. What do you think this game
It's
is about, Stanley?
Firewatch.
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Wow.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as
This
a
is
creepy man,
actually
spying
Firewatch.
on
Is
innocent
this their
civilians below you
game?
from up
No
high in your
way.
creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Hmm.
No
Yes,
way it
that must
is
be it.
it.
What a fascinating venture into the
It's
experience
one of
of
the
total mental
most beautiful
depravity.
games I've
So
ever
far, I
seen.
love everything about this game,
The
Stanley.
colors,
And
the
it seems there's even more.
scenes,
Come, let's
everything.
venture outward and see what else is out there.
It actually is Firewatch. The hell? I guess it's actually their game something? Has to be. It would take a lot of work to do everything from the scratch. And it looks kind of identical. Oh wait, can I? No. I'm just walking on the rails.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Can't be why. What you mean, boy? What you want?
It is. It's an open world game.
No
Good
doors
God,
here.
quickly block it off.
Ah,
Ugh.
come on.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
Squeeze?
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
Wow.
Okay,
He
I'm
does
going to get us
hate
out of
open
here.
world
Let's
games.
find another game. Preferably
I wonder
something
if
with
there's
walls.
actually an
Something
exit.
with nice, big,
Nah, that
insurmountable
wouldn't be.
walls.
Unless you go through
Okay, I think
and then you
this will
just...
be just the thing.
Wait. There was a huge crack. Rocket League? Seriously?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
An
Just
actual
a nice
Rocket League.
big box for you to run
I don't
around
think
in.
it's
There
their
isn't
game
any
now.
possibility that you
There's
could
no
get
way,
lost
but...
here. Now this is game
Wow.
design. Stanley, if you manage to get
Where's the
lost in
ball?
this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I will manage that somehow.
Okay, so what exactly?
Oh, okay, if I
Let's
go into
see.
the...
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here.
What
Is
if I
this
go into
game
the
sports ball? Stanley,
doors?
I think it's sports
The ball,
ball.
when it
Oh,
vanishes
what
when it
fun.
goes is
We shall
inside
run the
that.
bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think
Does
surely
that
we
count
must.
as getting
Okay,
lost?
Stanley,
I
here's
wish.
the ball. Have fun.
Yep, that's the actual ball. Wow. Let me actually go there first. Let's just check. Yep.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Okay.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me?
Help. Okay. Can I open the door, please? This is now getting creepier. I don't even have the narrator here. And I'm scared. Even the doors aren't closing. Oh, light, nice. Signal. Signal. Please no jump scares. Not in this game, please. I'm really into it. Oh fuck, this scared. The chair scared me. Okay, the hell do I do here? Anything really? No? Okay. Thank you for the monitors, I guess. You didn't
I
have to
wonder
do
what he
that to me.
found. If what he wanted
Whew.
was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
So we're
That's who I
separated
am.
now.
That is what I mean to this world.
Unless
Oh,
the game
yes.
starts over.
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Do I get to around? Yeah. Okay. Guess it was the end actually. Yeah. Let's actually follow the orders this
All of
time.
his
I'm
co-workers
kind
had
of
gone.
curious how it
What could it
goes.
mean?
The
Stanley
actual
decided to
storyline,
go to the meeting
not
room.
messing with
Perhaps
the
he had simply
narrator.
missed a memo.
I hate Mondays. Same. Not the Monday, actually, I don't have anything on Monday.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Lovely charts here. The best thing I've ever seen.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Top class Dunkified.
Feeling a wave
Meeting
of
all the time,
disbelief,
every day
Stanley
without
decided to go
promotion or
up to his
recognition.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Too late to look at that again. Alright. I don't need to go there. And I go upstairs here.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Just checking. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Ooh, wait. Executive bathroom. Oh, I got the feeling. Money's for stealing, but no, it's yours, of course. The hell is that? That's a lovely purse. And that's a lovely toilet. Nice. Nice indeed. Okay, toilet closed. Okay, another door closed. No assistant here. Bring me the coffee! Can I open that door? I can. Ah. Okay. I'm just gonna follow all this again. Boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Fair enough.
unraveled, Stanley
Many
wondered in
pictures.
disbelief who orchestrated this.
Sakura.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Okay,
And so the
I'm
boss
really
had
curious
assigned
about the
it
code
an
now.
extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I couldn't have possibly known that.
Incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Oh, wait.
code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, we're back into. Okay, I don't like that. Wow.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt
just
more
following
free
orders.
to think for himself, to question
He
the
told me
nature
to give
of
him.
the
He
job.
asked me to give
Why
him a
did he
chance, so
feel
I'm
this
giving him a
now,
chance.
when for years
Let's
it
see
had
where it
never
leads
occurred
us.
to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Can I actually go there? No, no.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
So it won't lead there. Just to be sure, let's just check.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office.
What if I open
Exactly
the
the way
door?
it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision
8,
you've made to
2,
come up here and look
4,
at the office
5.
again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot
He's
points,
mad.
one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry
He's
of
super mad.
uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Can I go down now, or let me check the door once again? Maybe it opened. No. Okay, let's go down again. Don't think there's a new door somewhere. Yep.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, How does he keep coming up with all of this?
What if I go up again? Will he get mad? That would be great if he
Surely
did.
this time Stanley will walk forward
Yes.
into the spooky corridor.
I won't annoy
Stanley
you
walked
anymore.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Just for you, narrator. Where's Xavier? Come on. Button.
The lights rose on an
Nice.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Another button. Come on. Button.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their
Ooh,
true
wow.
nature revealed.
Oh
Each
wow,
bore the
that's
number
bright.
of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
I was 827, 827, 833, 827, 827. That's me, right? Or 837, 87. Yeah, that's me. It's 17. Okay. Just checking. Gotta be sure. Gotta be blue. Gotta be brown. I could be bio. That's good.
this mind control
Facility.
It was
It was
too
hard built to believe
it
couldn't be true.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control
Where's the
all
platform?
this time? Was this the only reason
Where's
he
my
was happy
platform?
with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to
What's
accept
beeping?
it blindly?
Oh, okay. Where did you come from?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
It
Never.
isn't going back to the
It was
numbers.
unthinkable.
See?
Wasn't
See?
it? Was
Just
it
stuck
even
on
possible?
the
Had he truly spent
offices.
his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What was he saying? Why am I blind? Sorry.
Here was the proof. The heart of
To
the
the
operation.
operation.
Controls
Fine.
labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
Mike shows
And as the cold
fine.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Yeah.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How do I do that? Sorry. Do I go to the facility power or... He said that no one would do these. Mind control, idle waiting input. Okay, I guess I just have to press the numbers. There was a oh, there's the 5. We have something here there to my left. You are 1. You are 2. Where's 3? You gotta be 3. Think so. How do I... How do... Huh? 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 Okay, something there. B3, please. 3. 4, 5. Then 6. No, that's just 5. Just 5. How do I... There was 1 and 2. How in the world do I get up there? Do I have a flashlight? No, I don't. You open? No, I came from here. It won't open for sure, but how can I get there? If the door is locked. Okay, I'll go to the facility power first. Maybe it will open up something and then these buttons will work and actually do something. Does that do... Okay. When you mess up, it has different sounds. I did start correctly. Mind controls idle awaiting input. System power on and
And when
off.
at last he found the source of the room's power,
Okay.
he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
And I had to press off. Probably. I guess that was the right move.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Probably not.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
True.
Where had his co-workers
I wish I had
gone?
more time.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or
that?
even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
Beautiful.
or how to feel.
This game is
Whatever
actually
life
gorgeous.
is, it will be his.
Am I going into the open world actually?
It was perhaps the
Place
only
that
thing
narrator
left in him.
hates.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
And I'm in Skyrim.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Great. Anything else, please? Oh, I guess that's the thing if you fall. Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm gonna end the video right here. I can't do everything. It would take hours and hours, maybe on stream some other time, but not right now. I hope you enjoyed. This is one of the most fun, the most entertaining games I've played. Maybe in years even. It's really fun. I like the narrator, the voice, the game style, the way everything works. It's just fun, kind of addictive, and it plays around you, so it's cool. I'd probably recommend it to you to check it out. The Stanley's Parallel Deluxe Edition or something. I'll leave it in the description. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and see you in the next one.